Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another video on the channel. This time around, we're going to be watching the December Shenanigans in the Wilver Racing League. So, more of like a after-season fun event kind of thing. And, well, we are in the Radical SR8. And these are serious cars, let me tell you that much. These are very lightweight and very powerful, having no assist whatsoever. So, yeah, this is going to be a tricky one here. And it's open to non-Wilver Racing drivers as well, so we'll see how this goes here. We're immediately going to see a couple of drivers go ahead of us here. We're going to be taking it easy here at least here, and there's already some cars being spun the wrong way around here. Now also I wanted to give some nice little info about the livery that we're running. This is made by Sven's 11-year-old son, and he promised to use it in the race. I think it looks quite good. Let me know what you guys think as well, because he seems to be a creative mastermind. It's looking very bright, reminding me of a watermelon. I must say, it'd be very hard to miss this car around. Yeah, we are at Virginia International Raceway, which is a track that is new to Sven. So is the car, so this is going to prove a little bit of a tricky one. We're seeing some drivers go by. For example, that is James Goodyear going ahead of us here, going into this nice little twisty sector. There's a car very wide off to the grass, and he's going to go down that way, and that's not what you want to see at all. As you can tell, it's a very tricky track already. It's very much elevation here, so it's going to be tricky navigating around there with the assist that we do have. And well, we're currently set in a pretty stable P12, I'd say here. Seeing some potential for the overtakes here. It's going to be Aaron Mid looking to come around us here. He's going to try and go for that move as well, and he might have just succeeded at it too. He's still alongside and still needs to come by as well. Now we can see the front here. We're going to lift, we're going to let him by. It's a good move from Aaron Wilder, but he locks up the brake immediately. Now immediately is very wide into the next exit as well. We decide to stay behind. Car coming up to our left here, so we got to be careful. We're slow in, and we're going to let him go.
Hard to control on the grass.
Trying to stay as clean as we can there. Oh, there's one driver going off. Luckily, he's very clear into the pit exit at least here. Yeah, chaotic stuff ahead here. We've survived the first lap, but oh man, that has been chaotic. Now, what I also wanted to point out here is how incredibly quick those cars actually are. Not a lot of people know this, but they're usually even faster than the GT3s on some circuit. It's absolute insanity with their high downforce. They can be so quick. And well, at the moment we're doing quite okay. We're going a little bit too wide there, but we do survive in the end. Now the first three corners actually remind me of a little bit here of the Brands Hatch circuit in a way. I guess that's a good way to describe it. A big incident, and we're off, unfortunately. That is, yeah, the car being so damaged up here. Too much damage to meatball flag coming out now as well. That is absolutely unfortunate. And we will have to go back here and yeah, call it a day on that side. That's a little bit unfortunate. I don't really know what happened there. That is just so unfortunate. But well. Just big crashes all around us here. And, well, we unfortunately do see the car being way too damaged. We spent 3 minutes into the pit basically, which is an incredible amount of time, honestly. Now, well, that is what it is here. And we'll be seeing what else comes through. Car behind us going off as well. There's more cars with it too. A little bit later on we see another driver in, and yeah, that's going to be Sean Berry that we go by now, but he's on a different lap already here, so he stays ahead actually because we're a lap down. More yellow flags out there, one driver into the wall unfortunately. That just shows how this game has gone so far for everyone. It's just so messy all around, and I'm afraid there's not much else that we could do about it. Driver driving slowly here. Now it's going to be Ronald Allen who's in for lap. Now later on we actually did manage to overtake him, luckily. Well, here we are still in a decent position, I'd say. We've only lost one compared to where we were after that mess in the beginning, so I think this is honestly quite okay. Let's see what else can come through here. It's going to be a very long straight from this point on, where we try and gain as much time as we can here up to Alan Howard ahead of us. It was actually first Carl Franson in the way of that as well. He's on a different lap though, so not expecting too big of a challenge here. And oh, there the car almost loses the back end. We do just make it through, and that just shows how incredibly sketchy this car can be at times. Very messy, but we have gained a lot of time here compared to the driver ahead here. Carl Franson, yeah, he's driving slowly now too. He's going to come into the pits, and Slightly had to add some damage to his Radical as well. Now, to give you an idea here, we are doing 20 incident points is a drive-through penalty. No maximum amount of penalty points. But if you do make it harder for yourself, car facing the wrong way, that's never a good sign. Now we're kind of stable in our P11, so we are moving up the field. Mainly just to other people's wrongdoings, to be honest. But we almost lose the back in air, and then we lose it fully. We get a little bit too excited. Well, yeah, they're looking out in Discord as well. Look at how much we're struggling to get back on track. Oh, we do get her, yeah, even a penalty for cutting the corner as well. If these things weren't bad enough, we needed to slow down there.
Oh, you mean like...
Yeah, that's tough luck here. P12 it is for the time being. It's going to be a very nice run through here until we go to wine, and then unfortunately we're finding ourselves in a position where we don't want to be at all. That is just incredibly unfortunate, I gotta say. But oh well. We survive and all is good now. Obviously we've got a long way to go now. A little bit later on in the race we find ourselves with only 5 minutes left on the clock. There's a yellow flag out there. Well, this is the reason why there's a driver ahead of us. Is actually going to be Ronald Allen by the looks of it. He's running very slowly now on first incident, and that means that we'll be able to take back that position now, and we're actually fighting for position now on the track as well. This will be very soon to follow, which is pretty good to see. Now obviously coming into the left-hander, we gotta defend, but at the moment the gap is too big anyways. Going at it again. So for the people that don't know Radical, they make some very cool lightweight sports cars, and they're from the UK, and they have a lot of one-make series in there as well. For example, you can find them in Scandinavia, the Netherlands, the UK, etc, etc. Middle East is a big championship as well, and in the end of the year they all get together for the Radical World Finals, which is really cool, if you ask me. Australia also announced they'll be doing another season, partnered with SRO, so I'm sure that wherever you are in the world there's going to be some kind of Radical race around you, and I've personally fallen in love with these cars. But when I drove the SR3 for the first time, I was struggling, let alone an SR8. So to give you an idea of how that looks, it's going to be the 1, 3, 5, no actually 1, 3, yeah 5 and an 8. And you have the 11 and the 13 as well. It's absolute madness, and the higher the number the quicker and the faster they are. And well, at the moment we find ourselves in P11 here. We have a nice little spin out there. We stand still. Luckily we are able to continue the race at least, so that's something. And even though we didn't want it to be like that, that is it's a little bit unfortunate, but oh well, we do continue. Now as for the rig update that we've got coming as well, you guys have probably seen the video where we tested out the base shaker and a lot of other things. Well, I've actually ordered the motion platform as well as some other things, which have now arrived and which we're currently getting installed. So yeah, more on that soon as well. We're going to make a nice little video about how that process actually went down, and of course we're going to do a nice little demonstration as well. Unfortunately, we do find ourselves losing some positions here, though that one was just for a lap there. So Airman Witt doing really well this race so far, as we're into the final lap of the race at this point here, looking to finish up in P11 in this very chaotic race here at Virginia International Raceway. Oh, that is once again a big incident. And unfortunately we go off as well, yeah, locking the brakes, just no rotation in out whatsoever. Not that it matters though, we won't be winning or losing any position from this point on. I'm sure he finishes ahead of us, which means we'll be the last one to finish as well. So yeah, that's going to be it then. We're going to be seeing quite a bit of chaos coming through here, I must say. This is now the end result of it as well. It's been a very cool race, very chaotic at that as well. But, well, that is just part of it. And we do in the end finish as well. So here we are then, 14 incident points, no penalties. And a P11 it will be. Now here are the highlights of the race. We saw this obviously a little bit earlier as well, where we got absolutely destroyed. And well, here's the start again then. We are going to be seeing Joel Herbert in the black car we're aboard with. A bit of a slower start than he would have liked, but That means some other drivers will be able to go by as well. You can see some drivers really trying to push it, others will take it easy. He brakes late, then gets hit from behind, and while he spins around, it's Michael Sarley actually ends up doing the damage to him, unfortunately. Here's the race leader. Every bit. He was doing so much better before, and then unfortunately finds himself spinning around. And then, well, he's going to have to just wait in for a place to rejoin the track, and he actually overtaken too as well. So this, yeah, exactly how that went down, and we'll be seeing some positions lost. Here is the number 9 of Tim Bird, a well, veteran of Wilver Racing, I might call it at this point. He's been there for a while. He goes off, loses speed, and therefore loses out to the battle as well. It's going to be Sean Berry going by as well. And later on, you see him still trying to chase him. He loses control again, and he's going to find himself on the cross. And there, unfortunately, it's a downhill, so he completely disappears, basically, for us. He has to find his way back to the track as well. There's so much grass here. In the end, well, he's able to rejoin the track list, but it's cost him a couple of positions here. So here is the number 8 car of Joel Herbert. Had a tough start in the beginning here. He's finding himself battling with Howard here as well. And there, the first go by. There's the spin. Unfortunately, though, it's just going to once again lose that position, unfortunately. Shame, really, I gotta say, but well, that is just part of it sometimes. This is able to rejoin the race without any damage done here. We're watching the battle for the lead. It's Kyle Franson in front and Shane Mooring right behind him. And, well, they're chasing. Look at how aggressive they are as well. He goes a little bit too wide. He's onto the grass. And guess what? There is no grip there. He's going to lose one position, but there's a second coming in two. Finds himself facing the wrong direction again. Trying to save it out of the barrier. But then meanwhile, it's going to be more than 5 cars that have passed him. And, well, he's losing all those valuable positions here in the start. And Kyle Franson's going to be kicking himself there because that's cost him so much time. Loses another one as well. I believe it was Darren Rowe coming by, and there we are. It's going to be Sven Matisse going by as well. Nice on the move, but then a small lockup as well, so we immediately could look to make a move down the inside again as we're quite wide through there. And once again regains that position. We decided not to attack too aggressively here. We want to be making it through. There's Jamie Jarrett. And there's a lot of battles here involved. It's going to be Rich Buchan as well. And now the number 13 getting involved as well. There's a big spin. And now so many drivers drive into him. Oh no, that's at least the first one. Trying to get back off the track. And there's so many cars hitting him. Car coming across the belief it was Kyle Franson. I might be wrong. And there's another hit. That's us turning around upside down. And somehow getting back on the wheels again. But there's a look at the back wheel as well. Massive damage. And here's that crash again. Yeah, that is just absolute madness there. There was nothing that we could have done about that one. And yeah, we find the rear wheel facing the wrong way. Yeah, that's quite a shame. And look at the damage here as well. In the Repsol car that we're seeing. Some drivers going through. That's a number 2. There's another hit as well. I believe that was Jamie Jarrett being hit by James Arcudi, if I'm not mistaken. Unfortunate here, you might look for another move down the inside as well. Perhaps it would be risky. The driver's going off here. He has the first pass, looking to get a little bit more on there as well. And almost a little bit of contact between the two. Now it's going to be the number 9 car pushing in as well. And it's going to be a couple of positions lost here, unfortunately, as well. It's Tim Bird being the last one to come by, I believe. Now here is the onboard with John Antonio being chased by Shane Mooring here. Who is trying to get the most out of this one. Trying to stay ahead here in his Radical. Obviously it's equal machinery, but the setup is open, so they're able to choose whatever they want. And well, that was the onboard. No overtake happening there. There's a very intense battle going on. John Antonio makes his way by finally, but it's going to be Gage Core not looking to give the position. He's in the black car, the number 21. Trying to make his way around the outs, perhaps looking for an opportunity to get a better exit, and he has done just that as well. He's going to be able to open it up again, has the inside line for the next corner, but it's going to be almost a move back, but the next corner, unfortunately, is not in his favor, but he tries to put it alongside anyways. A ballsy move, and trying to go side by side into this twisted section of the circuit is a little bit risky, but it looks like Gage Corner is ever so slightly ahead, but into the slipstream. It's going to be John Antonio immediately, but he's not able to overtake that position back, and ooh, that is Harley Earnshaw going off. Finds himself not in the position where he wants to be. That is most definitely the case. And well, then he spins again to make it even worse. Oh man, that one hurts. A little bit of a reminder as well, by the way, if you're liking the videos on the channel, make sure you like and subscribe as well. We very much appreciate it for both me and Sven. Here's the number 10 car. It's going to be Shane Moore who finds himself going off. So to keep it out of the barrier as it looks like right now. And it's going to be Ronald Allen going off as well. Please don't tell me they touch here. Yes, they do. Oh my, that one does hurt. Look at the positions lost immediately as well. Obviously, some drivers here are on different laps already, even though we're only in lap number 4, but it does still hurt. Here's John Antonio. Again, this gauge car once again trying to get involved, and he tries to go, make his way around here. There's room being left, but they're also squeezing each other. This is an awesome battle to see. Definitely the most exciting we've watched so far. Look at how much they're trying to push this car to the absolute limits. The gauge car just has to kind of retreat for now here. Able to move over just yet. Oh, there is a little bit of loss going on, and well, here from the heli will be aboard. It's going to be a move down the inside here, and it's John Antonio trying to stay around the outside here, but on the exit, will they leave room for each other? Oh, there's a little bit of contact there, but they're both good, and they will both survive. And now here's the move. John Antonio, well, tries to defend this the hardest he can, and there they touch, and it's going to be one driver being spun around all the way. Just about keeps it out of the barrier. Well, the car of Gage Cornett is able to continue the race, but he's going to be driving a little bit slowly through fair, so he'll give another position later on as well. There's number 71 car. It's going to be Sean Berry who tries to go and save the car from a spin, but it's not going to happen. Ronald Allen just completely destroys his front end, and yeah, as you can see by how those tires are aligned right now, that is not looking good. Well, it wouldn't surprise you, but later on we had another battle between John Antonio as well as Gage Cornier, and Gage Cornier goes ahead now. Is now ahead. Oh, there's a little bit of a spin, but he manages to save it. Oh, what a move that was. That is some sensational racing as well, and the battle's far from over. Here is the 7-Up car again, and you guessed it, that's Herman DeWitt making his way around, and he's going to go for a little bit of a spin, and he disconnects off the box as well. He gives up completely. Decides, you know what, this isn't worth my time anymore. I'm going to let it go. Here is, oh no, Roland Allen going into the wall, trying to battle Joel Herbert, that was, and he's going to crash his car again. That is unfortunate. Here's once again that same battle. Somehow Gage Cornett and John Antonio have found each other again. They're trying to make it through as much as they can here. Oh, there is a little bit of a spin. Managed to make it out for now, and then they somehow both get in here, which is definitely not what they wanted to do. One cuts across the grass a little bit here to try and rejoin as well. Obviously not allowed, but whatever, they do what they can do. Trying to get into their position as well. Yeah, that's going to be tough stuff from the start as well. Oh, there we see a driver going off. It's Ronald Allen, I'm afraid. Was not able to do much more about this one. Yeah, he tries to once again get back here. And now it doesn't even know which way to go. There he goes. Finally back on track, but not in a good way. He's going to be taking it from this point on there as well. And yeah, that will just be it now. And well, I guess we gotta let it be here. Ah well, we continue the race as is as well. So yeah, all is good now. He's able to rejoin the track. It took a little while. He has now gotten there. Going back to even more battles here. It's absolute chaos around here. It's still John Antonio trying to defend here. And well, we'll see some more drivers getting involved into this one pretty soon as Gage Cornett takes the other exit. Interestingly enough here. And now it's going to be slower for here as well, so that's a little bit of a risk that he has to carry now. From this point on, and well, now as well, he's trying to go alongside, but then the other driver moves over to the right, and then unfortunately he has to give a little bit of a left tap here. He gets involved into, well, a little bit of a battle where he wanted to be much more ahead if he could, but no. Unfortunately he's now stuck there, while the other one still battled it out as well. And here is that number 21 car here, getting chased rather hard as well here. I know he goes off a little bit there, but is good to go. So far isn't in trouble as it looks like right now. Will be looking to take a clean for here, and then he's suddenly very slow. You know what that means? All the other drivers will be making it through. That is was behind going through as well, I believe. Now more drivers following into this one as well. Shame really is going to have to give away positions. Michael Sarley is involved into this one. Very iconic classic livery that he's running as well. I absolutely love seeing that. Some people have been so creative with those liveries. Obviously, only one was run by an amazing artist, and that was us. Oh, there is a little bit of a mistake there by Rosbuchan, and that means that there is an attempt to make a move, and well, unfortunately, he's going to lose out of both positions here. Oh my, chaotic racing around here. Here's Harley Earnshaw driving in no man's land, but even that is no guarantee to anything at this point, and he goes too wide. And you know what that means? Trying to get back to the track is going to be rather tricky. Now it's going to be very slow through here. Sean Berry looking to go by as well. He's suddenly right up there, trying to take that initiative if he can. And we'll see if he actually gets there, I gotta say. Here we might see that move just now. Sean Berry is looking to give it a go at least. And has he just come alongside? Yes, he has. In fact, he's way past him already. There's just not much that he could do to defend that one. Unfortunately, I gotta say, it definitely looked like he had some more potential here. Later on, here's a little bit of a crash. That is Cal Franson hitting the wall. Tries to rejoin the track. The damage is going to be, well, fairly okay if you compare it to how his car already was. I guess nothing's really changed. So, in that sense, yeah, tough again. And, well, later on as well, they're trying to make it through, but he has no front downforce. So, car spins again. Car once again is, well, this time at least facing the right way, I suppose. But yeah, decides to just have a little bit of a break here. Then comes back in. Once he's kind of screamed his lungs out, complaining, he's able to rejoin the track here. We'll be looking to go back at it now here, but we'll see what that brings him. And actually he ended up taking a little bit of a break to have a coffee and then continue to race afterwards as well. Alright, so here is a nice little battle between Tim Bird as well as Rob Buchan here. And it looks like it's going to be the orange Radical trying to get ahead, but then he makes a mistake and Rob Buchan finds himself going off. Hits the wall, and then now he's going to be in trouble as well, spinning around the track. He holds the brakes, and oh, that was very close for the driver that just went past him. That is James Arcudia, who only just about makes it through, and Joel Herbert will be looking to utilize that as well. So yeah, 2 positions lost here, and almost a big incident as well, but able to avoid it. Here's the number 16 car. We haven't heard much of him at all. That's Alex Gertz making his way around here, and he goes off a little bit too wide as well. So the flames on the car might make you look cool, but it's definitely no guarantee as to make you any quicker. So yeah, he's going to go off, but he's able to rejoin the race without anything major happening. So I'd say that's pretty good. That is pretty solid. And here is another battle here. Tim Bird and Darren Rowe. Darren Rowe trying to potentially give this one a go here. When he goes for it, then yeah, there's a little bit of a evading maneuver there. Tim Bird had to make it happen, had to make sure that he left it. And here is Alan Howard. Finds himself into the wall, and he's going to go into it so hard as well. Now he just waits. What is he waiting for exactly? Well, you might be wondering, but it seems like as to due to heavy impacts, he's lost orientation in a way. Only now knows to go which way again. Actually, getting there is going to be tricky as well. Look at how bad those tires are messed up right now. You can see that the alignment is just not there. Yeah, that's a shame, really. Here is Cal Franson, who unfortunately locks the brakes ever so slightly, and that's enough to send him onto the grass, where he's able to at least mow some grass and then get back into the race. But it's going to lose him some positions. I think he'll be okay. A little bit later on, we see 2 basically looking identical cars, Joel Herbert and Darren Rowe, and it's going to be Darren Rowe going for the move here. He makes it quite nicely. Joel Herbert will have to give this one up here. There's a number with James Arcudia is going to try and go for a move here. Chris Buchan will be paused now as well, and that's going to be a nice little move coming through here. And then immediately he's gone as well. He doesn't want to do anything with this. Here's once again Alex Gertz. And there he loses the car, but actually doesn't do too bad recovering it, but in the end he's still going to spin in it. So I was about to say, that's a good recovery. No, look at this now. Is it Jamie Jarrett? I'm not so certain. That was a big hit as well. Well, here is a little bit of another moment there. Yeah, that's not good. There, well, very creative way to get by it here. And is able to rejoin the track at least here. It's going to be very slow coming through here though, and Jamie Jarrett goes for the move. It's going to be Alan Howard here, getting out of the pit lane, trying to get back to racing. He's going to try and do so in a nice and stylistic fashion, of course. Going to be trying to at least keep it safe. Safe as cool, kids. And now, well, he's able to rejoin. Just look at the speed difference as well, where he makes it by again. And, yeah, there he goes. It's going to be Harley Earnshaw now. you're aboard with, and he loses the back end. It's a similar incident to so many that we have seen so far. He's able to make it through, and honestly, I'd say that's all okay. It's going to be taking it for what it is here. There's a nice little onboard as well. Alan Howard. It's a call very hard into the wall. He's going to stand still. And well, now needs to decide, is this worth racing or is this not anymore? And he's going to be standing there thinking to himself as well, can I even get back onto the track? Well, the answer is no. And then even some more parts fly off, and he's done with it. He decides, you know what, okay, this is enough. I'm just going to let it be for now. And a bit looking to overtake Harley Earnshaw. Trying to go for that move, and he is very successful with it too. And a bit makes up another position. We'll be able to keep that as well. Harley Earnshaw puts no pressure to it. Decides, you know what, hey, maybe this is enough. A little bit later on, here is Sven Matisse. And he goes off as well. And obviously, we saw this on the onboard. Now we see as well as Sean Berry makes it by. Yeah, shame really. Small mistakes, but it does happen. I do know one thing. It is definitely because you guys haven't liked and subscribed so far. Make sure you do. Oh, here's another spin. Oh, there's an incident after it as well. Oh no, is that Shane Mooring? I think it was. Finds himself unfortunately facing the wrong way now. Oh my. Worst part about it is that even more drivers have come off as well, and yeah, that's just what happens, I suppose. But he's able to rejoin the track here, so that's something. Definitely not what they had in mind though. A little bit later on we see Tim Burt trying to catch up here to the Black Radical ahead of him. That makes a mistake going too early on the throttle, and it's going to lose the backhand as well. Shame that it's come down that way, but I guess that is just how it is. Now Shane Mooring is in control, and then makes a nice little 360 to once again end up on the same wheels as he left off the back. That was pretty weird, I'd say. But now, well, it is what it is. Here's Erin DeWitt. His number 3 car has a little bit of a spin and finds himself not hitting the wall. At least here, but it's going to be some drivers overtaking him as a result now because he's very slow for. You see Harley Earnshaw going by already, and I think it might just be the only one, but he still lost a significant amount of time. And there's now once again left chasing Harley Earnshaw down, but he is the quicker driver on the field. Here's Ronald Allen, who has a little bit of a moment, tries to get the car back on with a little bit of throttle, but unfortunately doesn't work. Now Sean Berry goes by, and it's going to be Sven Matisse in the background as well, trying to jump back in, who's got a lot more speed to work with. You wonder where does it bring him? Well, there's that move. But successful at it too. It's going to be Sven Matisse moving up another position here. And unfortunately, this is nothing he can do. Right? He just has to respect the fact that he's gone off. Call it a day. And now, well, later on, looking to take that position back as well. It's quick for here, I gotta say. But so far, definitely not close enough to make a move. But here is Harley Earnshaw again. That's a little bit of a moment here, goes off, and you know what that means. Guess what? Erin DeWitt's once again back on his tail. So far, it looks like he'll stay ahead. Shane Mooring then goes into the cross or over the curb. I'm not sure what actually caused the spin there, but he does go off. Ross Buchan goes by now. Later on, it's going to be Darren Rowe who also makes it by. Just not able to rejoin the track quickly and safely. And it is going to cost you. Here is Harley Earnshaw, and he goes off. Fortunately, brakes too late, and it's going to be a awkward rejoin at that as well. At least he's able to do so rather safely, so that's all okay. Sven Matisse then going for a little bit of a spin of his own. Maybe not what he wants it to be. He's just like, okay, I'll take it. I'll just be happy with how this is looking right now. A little bit later on, we now see Shane Mooring yet again, and he's very aggressive through here, but then unfortunately causes him to go a little bit wider. You know what that means? Indeed, the grass once again is going to be coming towards him. And well, oh, there he goes for a little spin as well. Just no grip whatsoever, hits the wall even harder. Yeah, there's just no way to get on the throttle when you're on that grass. It's so unfortunate. No traction whatsoever. And obviously, these are not rally cars. That is one thing that I do know for sure. Here is coming off, and now a freeway well enters here. You better not rejoin like that. That's going to be very dangerous. But Joel Herbert overtaking Carl Franson here over at the start-finish line. All is good now. Here's Harley Earnshaw. Darren Rose right behind him. Arnie Unshaw's gonna outbrake himself. Finds himself, unfortunately, losing out of position. Darren Rowe goes by nicely. So we are currently lap 15 as well. And now Joel Herbert looking to hold his position. Oh, there's the contact. Arnie Unshaw. Yeah, that is not good. Sorry, that's actually Joel Herbert I'm supposed to say. And Cal Franson, yeah, hits him. They both go off. Never a good sign. Later on the race is able to rejoin at least here, so it's not major time loss at least here. But well, they're gonna have to take it. Here is Tim Burt, and he has a little bit of a moment on the zone. He tries to take it aggressively through there, but loses the back when he gets to throttling. Unfortunately, finds himself facing the wrong way. Able to rejoin here, so that's all good. And later on, unfortunately, he's not going to be involved in much more action as well. A little bit later on, here is Ross Buchanan. Darren Rowe is right behind him in the slipstream. He's going to try and make a move over as well. Does try to put a car alongside here. Does he have the speed to do so? Yes, just about when to make it through the next corner. It's going to be Darren Rowe who makes his way by. And I think that's a great move coming out. James Arcudia now. The number 13 car has gone a little bit unnoticed because he's had a very clean race. Will be finishing the race in first position as well. Incredibly impressive. And, well, yeah, that is not bad at all. And at least he's able to finish the race of his style. And here's the heli. It's Sven Matisse trying to chase him a bit. Will overtake him as well. And then, unfortunately, gets onto the grass himself and finds himself facing the wrong way. Now, keep in mind, this is no longer for the on-track position anyways. He, at this point, was a lap ahead of us, so it wouldn't really have mattered. But it's still a shame he finished ahead of us there. And, well, yeah, that's all okay. Now, that is the end of the race as well. It's been once again a very spectacular one at that. Look at how many drivers are doing donuts here. Once again, sending it off in style as we always do. There's one of them. Yeah, we avoid him just about here. But yeah, chaotic stuff all around here. So many drivers doing some donuts. And now, well, it's a little bit of fun, of course. Now, here's Jay Marcucci as well. He had the fastest lap in here, 141.730. That is a incredibly quick lap, I gotta say. We're aboard with him. So many drivers on there as well onto the field. And there's already a little bit of a overtake taking place. Very late, utilizing that slipstream as well. Because as soon as you are in the high speeds, you're going to have that slipstream. However, if you don't believe and if you go slowly, you're going to lose that downforce there in there. And then it's going to make the car very unstable. And that's unfortunately the downside. So you got to drive it fast to drive it cleanly. He's able to continue the race as is. And also, by the way, if you have any feedback from me as a commentator, any feedback for Sven as a driver, it would be very much appreciated if you guys could leave it down in the comments as well. We obviously always try and improve our content whenever we can, and it's going to be a nice little ender here to watch a nice little hot lap here that we are seeing coming through. It's going to be a 141.7, and that is rapid obviously. Trying to push it all the way over the straight. It's a very long straight at that as well, and that just makes it so much more difficult, right? Coming into the roller coaster soon. You know, you just wish there was a little bit more onto this sometimes, but yeah, these cars can handle it. These cars, it's all okay. And they're just nailing the shifting. There's a video on the screen right now. Make sure you go watch that as well. Very much appreciated. You can see your content on our channel. We have uploaded a lot of videos, and more will be coming soon as well. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much for watching. It's once again been an absolute pleasure providing the commentary for you. I'll see you guys next time around as well. Bye bye.